When it comes to using the language and sometimes making a mistake, they told us when we were learning Norwegian that because of so many similarities with English, that if you get in a bind and you're not sure what the Norwegian word is, then say the English word, but do it with the Norwegian accent. Now, I'm telling you, that's not the best way to do it. I was one day speaking with the Norwegian early on in the country, and we were visiting with them, and I asked him, I said, hey, can we come back later and visit with you? And I knew how to say, kan vi få komma tillbaka, which means, can we come back? And I wanted to say later, but the word in Norwegian is senere. Kan vi få komma tillbaka senere? And I couldn't remember that word, so I thought, well, the word in English is later, so I'll say that with the Norwegian accent. So I said, kan vi få komma tillbaka later? And they looked at me and started to laugh. And I didn't realize till after that I had said, hey, can we come back later laughing? And the person I was with said, my buddy said, that's the wrong word. Don't use that word for it. Or there was a trick we used to play when we'd be with an American who was new, who didn't know Norwegian well. The first thing we'd do is take him to a chocolate kiosk, and we'd walk up to it, and we'd grab him and say, hey, you got to be careful. This guy likes to give us a bad time. And so when you go in, you're going to ask him, you're going to say, I want det. Jeg ønsker det. And he's going to try to sell you dette. Now, what that means is you're going to go up and say, I want that. And he's going to point at it and say this. But you don't want that. And they're not thinking of what you're telling them because they're so new to the language. And the guy's just trying to mess with you. You don't want dette, you want det. So you just tell him, no, I want det. And then we sit back and laugh because the poor shop owner, he's getting frustrated. And then when he sees us laughing, he understands and knows what we're doing. Then he starts to laugh too. And then the person who doesn't know Norwegian well feels uncomfortable, and we have a good time and move on. But yeah, there are times when you can say things that you think you are saying correctly and it's wrong, but that's just normal. Before you know it, you'll be helping others to be able to learn the language also.